Hey, what's up? This is Rich from Koenig Wheels, and we're back with another episode of Wheel Terms Explained. This episode is going to be a little different. We're going to be covering terms like hub, camber, caster, and toe. So this is going to be Wheel Terms Explained Suspension Edition. Let's get into it. So the first term we're going to get into is going to be hub. Hub refers to the component of the vehicle's suspension system, and it fills an important role because it's how you attach your wheels to your car. Essentially, it's a bearing that secures your wheel while rotating smoothly and transmitting the driving force from your engine to your wheels. The hub contains the wheel bearings and provides a mounting surface for the wheel to attach via lug nuts or lug bolts. So if you're looking at products like hub-centric rings, make sure you consult your owner's manual or with a professional to determine your vehicle's hub size. Now let's talk about a few terms that are wheel adjacent, as they have a major effect on the wheel itself. Camber is the angle at which the wheel and tire sits in relation to the vertical axis of the car. When the top of the wheel and tire are angled outward away from the car, we have positive camber. Angled inward towards the car would be negative camber. In a practical sense, adjusting the camber will change how much of the tire's tread is in contact with the road surface. However, in racing, altering these settings can affect turn-in, stability while braking, alignment under load, and overall handling. In the track setting, you ideally want as much tread of the tire in contact with the track as possible. This area of the tire is called the contact patch. Having a larger contact patch results in better grip and traction. We won't get into the technical specifics on how camber affects grip in a track setting, but essentially, we're just talking about the angle of the wheel and tire in relation to the vehicle. Alright, let's talk about toe, and not like my car just got towed away or the ones on your feet. Like camber, toe is an important suspension setting that can be adjusted and affects the alignment of your vehicle. Simply put, toe compares the front and back of each wheel and tire in relation to the center of the car. When we have a toe-in setup, the front of the wheel and tire will be angled inwards toward the center. A toe-out setup angles the front of the wheels outward away from the car. As an example, look down at your own feet. When you angle your feet inwards, we have toe-in. Adjusting your toe angles can greatly affect how your vehicle handles and is primarily only adjusted for track use. Depending on whether your car is front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive, you may find that different toe angle adjustments can affect how your car steers in and out of corners, as well as the vehicle's stability in a straight line. The last term that we're going to cover is going to be caster. Typically, when discussing suspension adjustments, caster tends to be forgotten about. Essentially, caster is a measurement of steering geometry and is the angle at which steering axis operates on. Measuring steering axis can be done by looking at the upper and lower ball joints of a steering knuckle. When the steering axis falls in front of the tire's contact patch, it is positive caster. Positive caster can help allow steering to return to the center when you release the wheel, allowing for less resistance of the wheel returning to center. Vice versa, when the steering axis falls behind the tire's contact patch, it is negative caster. Negative caster makes the car follow the current steering input with less force required to maintain that line, but requires more driver input to return the steering wheel back to that point. Like anything else, always consult with a professional if you're thinking about making any of these adjustments to your vehicle's suspension. Alright guys, so there you have it. This was another episode of Wheel Terms Explained. Hopefully you guys were able to learn something. If you guys haven't checked out our previous videos, you guys can check them out over here. If you guys have any questions, pop them in the comment section below and we'll get back to you. Again, I'm Rich from Koenig Wheels. See you on the next one.